everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show. All right, everyone, welcome to The Kim Jacobs Show. I hope you all are having a great day. I am so excited because we get the opportunity to talk today with my bestie, Sean A. Hall. How are you, Sean Anique Hall? Am I supposed to say your...
It's okay. I'm doing well. And today the A stands for amazing, awesome.
There you go. Are amazing. You are awesome. And that's just a trending joke that Sean and I have going on, that we put a different name, a different thing to her A every day. So sometimes it's, Sean always being there for me, Hall, Sean amazing, Sean being her authentic self. Any A, we fill in the blanks to just talk about the Sean Hall. So listen, everybody, go ahead and share this broadcast. Yeah. Let your friends, your family, your coworkers know that today we're talking with Sean Hall, the founder of All Roads Education. And we're going to be talking about, tell everybody what we're talking about, Sean.
Listen, we are talking about college admissions, and most importantly, how to get it paid for. Because some people don't know where to start. Pull up, because I've got you.
Good. So right now, everybody, what I want you to do is make sure you go ahead and start getting prepared to ask your questions. Any comments, any thoughts, anything that this is like free information that Sean Hall is going to be providing you with today. And this Sean ain't always free. That's the A for that.
You know what? There's a funny little video, the audio that you can use on Instagram for videos. And they say, I take Cash App, I take Zelle, and then EBT. I don't take the latter, but I do take the others. So today I'm not taking anything. All I want is your time. I want you to hit like. I want you to hit share and get your pen out and get this good information, because it's going to be good. It's going to change your life.
It's going to definitely change your life. So everyone, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to come right back with Sean A. after this commercial break. Okay, we'll be right back right after this break.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or rideshare, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
All right, everyone, we're back, and we're talking with my bestie, Sean Hall. She's also the founder of All Roads Education. And Sean, just talk to us and tell us, first of all, what even made you develop a passion to help students pursue their education, a lot of them for free?
Yeah, you know what? It really started off with me giving back to people, because all of my life, I feel like people have poured into me. My mother was a single mom, and she was at Bennett College, whoop, whoop, where I also graduated from. Whoop, whoop. So you see, there's legacy there. She was at Bennett. Then she got married, dropped out, had me. Kind of tumultuous relationship, and she decided to go back because she understood that the only way she was going to have a life for the two of us was through being educated. So I've been on a college campus since I was 18 months old, so education really does run through my veins. And all of my life, I watched my mom go back to school, and at every rung of education, our lives improved. And so when it was time for me to go to college, she kind of had given me the tools already to know what to do to get money. And even at Bennett, I was telling students how to get money. Now, you got to peep that, because back then we didn't have the internet, believe it or not. It's like so long ago. No internet, no Google. Like Google was not there at all. Your fingers were. But I was telling people what I knew to get money. And as I continued on just living, I was always sharing with students how they could do better. And finally, I said, wait a minute. Am I giving money away? Because, Bishop Jakes always asks, what's in your hand, And for me, what was in my hand is what I was already doing, sharing this information of accessing college. And this is important. I went to Bennett debt free. Now, back then, it might not have been as much as it is now. But the point is, I don't owe any man anything for my 3 degrees, 3
That's
up.
huge.
Okay.
That's
and
huge.
I didn't know that I was doing this at the time. What I was doing was simply surviving, like so many of us, trying to figure it out, how to not be a burden on my already single mother. And so because she gave me tools, and because God gifted me with a mind and resourcefulness, because when you come out of a single parent household, let's keep it real. You got to hustle,
You better believe it.
I'm a hustler, baby. Yeah, I'm a hustler. just always hustling.
That's funny.
But it's helped me. It's prepared me for this moment. No experience has been wasted. So I got here by helping other people and really helping myself. And when somebody said, you should charge people for this, I was like, wait, charge? Will people pay for this? I didn't even have a clue that people would pay for the information that I'm providing. And that's how we got here.
That's good. That's really good. And speaking of hustling, I do remember you being one time on what is the name of that show with Wayne Brady?
Yes, Let's Make a Deal.
Oh, and you had on a big hat, and you had stuff in a jacket. What were you doing?
Okay, I was on Let's Make a Deal, and you had to have a costume. Now, mind you, this was during the pandemic. They were still trying to get audience members, and I thought, I can't go out and spend no money because I don't want to. What can I do? And I had a fur stole in my closet and a big hat, and I thought that I would be Minnie, the sister to Lenny on Good Times, where he had good and plenty. So
that is hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny. Only you would bring that up.
Oh yeah, I have to bring that up because I remember that vividly. And I was like, you know what? I said, my mom was like, is that Sean? Is that Sean on that show? I said, that's Sean, Mom. She is on Let's Make a Deal. And you were rocking and rolling, enjoying yourself. So that's funny. Listen, what to do when you don't know what to do to get college scholarships? That's today's topic. So let's go to some of our virtual studio audience members and see where you all are chiming in from. Let me ask Sean, I know this is definitely going to be a question. Are these services that are global that you can offer, or are they limited to where we are in the Charlotte area?
They are limited to the United States. And the reason I say that is there are different parameters around scholarships when we're talking international. Now, I'm not going to turn down into any international client because I've had some, but most of the services, I would say 85% of the services that I offer are here in the United States. You don't have to live where I live because we have this wonderful thing called the internet, computers. I can come to you virtually and you can come to me. So if you got a computer, you got your phone, we're in business.
Okay, good. So Rudra says, good. This is good. Good morning. Good morning to you. Monifa says, and I see your advertisement, Darius. So hopefully everybody can go over there and check you out. The Mind Coach is too big. It'll fill up the whole screen, but check you out. Okay, let's see. Georgia says, good morning to you. Good morning. Empower Mindset says, good morning as well. Do you have, this is an interesting question. Let's see. Mary Ellen says, do you have any information or advice about preparatory high schools, in particular military preparatory high schools? There seems to be plenty of assistance for college education, but not for preparatory education.
Correct. So if the answer is yes, I do. And let me say this in full disclosure, because people are going to ask questions here. I'm going to give you a tidbit, because it would be unfair to you to try to answer everything through this venue. I'm always available for you to book a consultation. All you have to do is visit me on IG. It's at All Roads Education. The link is in my bio. Click a regular consultation, which is 90 minutes, or an express consultation, which is 45 minutes. People say, well, wait a minute, you don't do free? I do. It's called This Show. So you're here on the show.
Yeah, this is about as free as it's gonna get right here. So you better definitely take advantage of it while the getting is good for sure.
But yeah, I do want to go into her question just a little bit. Some of the funds that you would find for preparatory education are going to be through that institution itself, unless you're doing some scholarships where people are in your area. Let's just say Virginia, for example, because they have a lot of military schools, and you might go through the Black Student Fund. They may have monies available to you, but that's going to be income related. So not as much money ready for preparatory schools, especially if you're talking about private or military, but people are getting people ready for college, and there may be some funding out there through some private entities.
That's a really great question. Keep your comments and questions flowing. This is a great opportunity for you all to learn from Shawn Hall, founder of All Roads Education. And she is also an author as well of the book. Tell them about your book.
Okay, it's called Prepare Now, Don't Pay Later. What do I mean by that? It's basic. If you will do the things you need to do now, you will not have to pay later. And this is a very critical time. This is probably the saddest time of the year for me personally, because this is the time I get so many parents reaching out saying, okay, my kid just graduated from high school, got accepted to college. Do you have money? Listen, there's no big book of scholarships where we are dumping out scholarships and passing them out to you in the next 30 days. That is a farce. It is a lie from the pit of hell. That's why you have to prepare. And preparation is not the day before. It's not the week before. It's not the month before. It's years before, ideally. Yes. In this situation, if your child is a senior, you at least want to get started in the summer. So for me, I have 4 daughters. One of them is grown. She's 25. I have a 18-year-old who's a sophomore in college. And right now I'm working on my 17-year-old who is a rising senior. This is the summer of scholarships. It's not the summer of chill. It is scholarships. You know why? Because when you've got money in your pocket to afford college, you can chill. But until you have that, there is no chill. Every day, your kid and you should be doing something towards scholarships, because scholarships are available 365 days a year. Every day, a new scholarship is popping up. Every day, just like the Lord's mercies are new to us every day, so are scholarships.
I love what you're saying, Shawn. And I'm not only just pumping her up because she's my bestie, but because she's knowledgeable, extremely knowledgeable in this area of being able to help people get scholarships and things that you could never just find on your own. So you can Google all day long, but when you have Shawn Hall as a coach that's helping your child go through this process, as long as your child does exactly what they're being instructed to do, they're going to walk away, I believe, with some significant results. Now, obviously, there's no guarantee in any situation like that. And maybe speak to that for a few moments too. Shawn, put your camera down a little bit. It's too high up. Perfect.
Better? Yeah. All right. Okay. So, yeah, people always ask, does this come with the money back guarantee? No, it doesn't, because there are no guarantees in life. There are 2 things certain in life: death and taxes. They're both going to happen. Right? You can't avoid it. You can't avoid it because we're born dying. And when you're in this world, you're going to pay some taxes. I can't give you any guarantees because I don't have the ends with any scholarship organization. And that's a good thing, because if I did, or if other people did, it would jank the process. It would mean that people who are really going through the process and doing it the right way are being gypped and cheated out of it because somebody else knows somebody and they're giving them the scholarship. Well, it's not a scholarship, it's a gift. So you should have just gave them the gift instead of having to go through all this rigmarole of applying for a scholarship. But what I do guarantee is that nobody's going to outwork me. Nobody's going to work harder with you and your family to get you everything you possibly can. Now, it may not all pop off. I had a client, we applied for about 25 scholarships. She probably got 3 thus far. But am I dismayed? No. You know why?
No, of course not. 3 is better than if you didn't apply. If you applied,
3 is better than 0. She's still breathing. She's still living. And there are other scholarships out there. So we dust ourselves off. We go back. We look at those essays that perhaps didn't win. And we say, wait, do we keep that same essay? Because people say practice makes perfect. No, it doesn't. Not if you're practicing the wrong thing. You need to stop, reevaluate, and put some other things in place. So you don't keep practicing the same thing. So I practice what I preach. I look, if those essays aren't working for us, perhaps we need to tweak it. Maybe we do the big thing, which is read, go back to what they asked us for, and make sure that we address those things as succinctly as possible. That's going to be important. But I want to give you, how do you get started in this, Sean?
Okay. Before you go into how to get started in it, I want to take a quick commercial break because I want people to share the broadcast, everybody. Make sure you're sharing it. And make sure that you type, Kim, I share the broadcast, so we can hold each other accountable. Did you share the broadcast? And if so, go ahead and let me know that you did. I see you, Ernetta Caldwell, too, which is one of our experts here on the Kim Jacobs Show. She said, good morning, beautiful ladies. And I also see you, Pat Ash. You said, good morning and thank you. This is great information. People said, good day, good day. I see all of your comments and people telling us.
And Kim, if people share and they write it in the comments or online, I shared, Kim's going to pick a name towards the end of the show, and I'm going to mail you a free book because you shared. You're going to get something out of this today.
OMG. Okay. So make sure you all take advantage of that. All right. So right when we come back after this commercial break, I'll go to some more of your comments, but we're also going to hear some strategies, some tips on how to secure what, Sean? Scholarships?
How to secure the bag, how to secure the scholarships, how to get started. You're going to know today how to get started.
That's good. That's good, everybody. Hashtag getting started. Okay, listen, we'll be right back after this commercial break with founder of allroadseducation.com, Sean Hall. All right, we'll be right back.
It's not just another day. It's a brand new day, full of all the fun, love, and laughter you and your family create. Silver Shield Security understands feeling at home means feeling safe and happy. No credit checks, no contracts. We offer payment arrangements. And we'll even give you a free door camera. Find out how we can brighten your day even more at silvershield-security.com. Silver Shield Security.
Everyone, we are back talking with Sean A. Hall. I call her Sean A. Hall, and she is extremely academically inclined to help you with your college scholarship search. So, Sean, talk to us and tell us some strategies that people can implement right away.
Okay, right away, you can get started by getting started. Okay, don't wait until senior year. It's the wrong time. College Board, which is the company that owns I'm blanking for a minute, the SAT, they advise people to take the test second semester, junior year. Right? I'm going to tell you that's all wrong because it gets you in a mindset of starting much later. By the time you're in junior year, so much time has passed. And in the scholarship game, time is your friend. It is a very precious commodity. So getting started means getting started as early as possible. Well, what is that, Sean? Kindergarten. Is there money for kindergartners? Absolutely. There's scholarships for kindergartners. Don't always think academics. It's what you have your kids involved in. Some of you are teaching your kids to be prolific speakers in oratorical contests. That is a big money maker. So every time there's an oratorical contest in your city, in your town, you should have your kid in it. Why? Because it's doing two things. Number one, it's giving them practice. Number two, it's giving them exposure. Number three, it's giving them experience. And those three things over the years will have them as an expert speaker where they can put their pens down and in 2 minutes they can speak on any subject. That skill alone will take them far. And so starting, and your kid is perhaps an artist. They enjoy drawing. Doodle for Google has a contest every year. The winner, $30,000.
Sean, why? Okay, you know what? And you tell me, I guess I have not been listening well because, Jayla does, and now I'm getting ready to turn this into a whole personal session, but she does animations, right? So you know that, and she has a YouTube channel. She puts the glove on and she officially does everything from scratch. So all of her work, her animation work is absolutely incredible. You're saying that she can get a scholarship for animation?
What I'm saying, I want to be clear, she can get a scholarship for drawing. Now, in order to animate, that is an element of drawing, but it's at a different level. Animation, it's bringing it to life. With Doodle for Google, you don't need to bring it for life. You just need to draw. That's it. So you don't need to put the glove on necessarily and make the characters move, but whatever they have the topic as. For 1 year, it might be diversity, right?
Right.
So you look at the G, the OO, the GLE, and what does diversity spell out for you? Using their words, because it's always being creative. Remember, this is branding. It's always taking their brand, Google, and making it fit that topic. And so if you can do that, and the category starts K to 2, 3 to 5, 6 to 8, 9 to 12, because they don't have 12th graders going up against kindergartners. They don't do that. But the point is, starting early, your child could pull down major funds. So I don't want you to think that this all has to be academic, because I can hear some parents somewhere saying, well, wait a minute, my kid may not be that smart. They don't have to be. It's what's in your hand. Can they draw? Can they speak? Are they able to do community service? And if they're doing community service, there's a scholarship by Kohl's every year that they put out, and it's doing good. It's children who are going out and making a difference in their world. And guess what? For what your kids do naturally, someone will pay you for it. They will acknowledge that. So that's what I mean about starting early. It's knowing that you're taking all the things that you've already put into your kids: civic mindedness, being artistic, being well-spoken, being kind, using their brain, and putting it together to get scholarships. So get started and then chronicle everything. So much is going on in your life, and me with 4 daughters, I can't keep it all straight. Okay.
Right.
So you need to write it down, and you don't want to go back and say, Jayla, what did you do in the 2nd grade? Every time your child completes a task, whether it's they participated in somebody's sorority scholarship contest, write that down. If they asked your baby to, and churches do this, they ask someone to come up and speak and give the words, they are getting well-versed in public speaking. Write that down. Write that up, that they were a speaker for the church's Children's Day, because they were. You write those things down, and you write it as it happens. So you've got 1st grade, and you've got the dates, 2nd grade, and go on and on and on. And before you know it, you've got a history. Now, don't write it in your little notebook, because now we do have the ability to digitize things.
That's
so make
good.
yourself an organizer on Google, because it keeps it running and it keeps it going. That way you're organized, and when there are scholarships that become available, you can go back and look and see, oh, we meet this because you've done these things. So that's getting started. That's getting started early. Now I want to jump you right into activities.
That's good. Let me also just interject for a quick second, because one thing that I do on my YouTube channel is I keep a chronicle of some of the videos that pertain to activities that my children are doing. So I will save it to a playlist of Ivan's videos, Jeremiah's, Frankie don't do a lot of them, but Frankie, Jayla, and even Gabe. I have Gabe videos from when he was here on this earth too, and activities pertaining to Gabe's life. So chronicling them is so important. I have videos back to when Jayla was doing the Pledge of Allegiance when she was like 2 years old, and we captured it. And then guess what? Now she's 14, working at Chick-fil-A, and also, doing animation and gardening. So,
and those things come together. You made me think of another scholarship. I've always got scholarships rolling in my mind. When they ask you to put together a video, right? People always think they have to, hi, my name is Sean Hall. You don't have to. Be creative, think out of the box. And if you've already got videos showing you doing the work that you're talking about, you put those things together in a montage, do a voiceover. And now that scholarship committee can see you doing the things in action. It's being creative and being prepared. You can't go back to the 2nd grade. You can't go and recreate those things. But if you've already got it chronicled, you're able to infuse those things. And you don't have to be a master at remastering and digitizing things, because these kids know how to do that perfectly well with doing TikToks and other videos. They know how to cut, trim, and put it together. So put them to work for their own futures.
That's really good, Sean. That's outstanding. And listen, everybody, when we came on today, I did not formally introduce my friend. She's my bestie, so I just be like assuming, oh, the whole world knows who Sean A. Hall is. But let me take a moment just to introduce her for real to you all. Sean A. Hall is a former U.S. Department of Education program specialist who spent time evaluating school districts, schools, and departments of education throughout the country. Her work there led to her desire to want to continue helping people, youth in particular, through education. And from the age of 2, she watched her mother struggle, and she talked about that some, to get her own education and eventually obtain her PhD. Sean knew that the way to success was to seek
No, you're good.
to seek all roads education. And so that's why she's trademarked that. She's graduated from Bennett College. She went on to obtain her MBA in International Management from Southeastern University and her MED in Curriculum and Instruction from George Washington University. All 3 degrees. Everybody, please hear me. It's one thing for somebody to tell you something that they read in a book. It's another thing for somebody to tell you something that they have done personally. Shawn Hall has earned all 3 of her degrees, paying $0. And that places her in a very unique opportunity and position to provide the insight that she's sharing with you today. So I'm excited again to have Shawn here. She's not only an expert in this field, but she's a wife. She's a mother of 4 daughters, and she also does coaching and speaking. So, Shawn, I wanted to just give you a formal introduction to here.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I do.
And so people here are still chiming in. Excellent. Nice to meet you, ma'am. Yes. Nice to see you, Ted says. Powerful living. Thanks so much, ladies. Great information. Someone has a question. Brenda says, hey, my daughter is in college now. What do I need to set up years in advance? Oh, I wish I had set up years in advance.
And it's never too late, Miss Brenda. It's never too late, because here's the other thing that people don't realize. Scholarships don't stop when the kids graduate from high school. You can apply for scholarships, should be applying for scholarships when you're in college. Even if, wait, let me take off my glasses for this. Even if they got a scholarship, apply, because sometimes you have to read through the provisions of the scholarship donor. They say that if everything is paid up, that your kid can get a refund. So let's make it up. If your kid had a $10,000 scholarship, but they also had a full ride, and full ride is tuition, room, board, fees. All of that was paid for, and they got a scholarship outside of that said that, hey, if everything else is paid up, this can go into your pocket. It's $10,000 your kid now has for whatever they want or to start their future with. So never stop applying for scholarships. Never stop looking for scholarships.
That's good. Very good information. And I see all of you that are saying that you shared the broadcast. Monique, I see you. Our sunshine expert, Athena, is on. She said, absolutely great information. Wow, great wisdom. I will be doing this for my son, chronicling things.
Yes.
Okay, so what other, I see you saying you shared, Andrea, as well. This is very powerful information. What other advice do you have right when we come back from this commercial break, Shawn? I think really a good place to transition to is, it's one thing to hear somebody say that they've done this, but let's talk about some proof sources that you personally can provide as proof that you have provided.
I keep receipts. Let's do it.
Let's do this. So we're going to provide some proof that Shawn is doing exactly what she said she's going to do. We'll be right back, everybody.
I'm attorney Charles Everidge. I started out representing insurance companies until my father was seriously injured at work. 4 of his fingers were amputated. Our family went through a lot, so I know what you're going through as an injured worker. If you've been hurt on the job, call me now. I'll fight to get the workers' comp benefits you may deserve. I'll fight for you like family. Put my experience to work for you. Call 704-457-5000, the first call for injured workers.
All right, everyone, and we are back. We're talking with Shawn Hall, founder of All Roads Education. And Shawn, you like my glasses?
I love your glasses. Look, I have mine too.
I love yours. I don't think I've seen yellow. I always have either a red, blue, beige. But I love those.
Just a little something fun. I've got 30 colors around here. So
okay, yeah, I have a bunch of colors too, but my red ones kept breaking. So I actually ordered these. These are quality.
Those are awesome.
Anyway, all right, total side note, like we're at lunch, y'all, just talking, having girlfriend talk. Okay, I see you, M. O'Reilly, backstage. And for those that are interested as well, I put the link in the comment section. So if anybody wants to pop on and ask your question directly, feel free to do so, but just show your camera if you can, so I can see you and know, and give me a thumbs up that you are ready to come on screen. Because sometimes I pull people on and people are like, where am I? I was like, what?
You're on the Kim Jacobs show?
You're on the Kim Jacobs show. Come on now. Come on, ask your question. So are you able to let me know by giving me a thumbs up, M. O'Reilly, that you're ready to come on, and I'll pop you on. All right, if you have a question and you want to, just use that link. Talk to us, Shawn. Prove, if you will, that you're able to get these scholarships for students by helping them.
Yeah. So right now I have clients, they're all high school seniors. They've finished up and they want to get money for college. So we did that. How great is it when you can let a parent know, hey, I just pulled down $40,000 for your kid. 40. So there's one scholarship. I think at the last name there is Parks, Kim.
Okay, let me see. Let me find this for you all.
Just so people know, this is a real deal.
Oh, I can't. My glasses aren't that good. I have 3 different images.
Okay, pull one and I'll talk from it. Doesn't matter.
I'm like, I don't know.
Pick one.
Here we go. Let's see. What is this?
Bam. All right. This is a client that I have. This is the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. They provide funding sources for students who attend historically Black colleges or universities that are public. Now, they are a pass-through organization, so primarily they are working with those schools that are public institutions. But there are also times where people give money and they say, look, just as long as they're a Black kid going to college, so they have those scholarships as well. This is a $15,000 scholarship. Look at it for 2022, 2023. So it's current that I was able to assist my client in getting for next semester. So he's going to go back already $15,000 to the good.
All right. All right. That's really a great example. And you all can screenshot these examples if you want, or just listen to them as well. Okay. M. O'Reilly, you ready to come in? All right. I'm going to pull you in. I have someone that's backstage.
Okay.
That would like to ask a question, and feel free, any of you all in the studio audience, this makes the show even more interactive. So I'm going to pull her in now. M. O'Reilly, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you so much for coming on to the Kim Jacobs Show. Tell us your name and what your question is for Sean.
Oh, well, Michelle O'Reilly. And my question is, I have younger kids. Is this like 4, 2, and 1 year old? Is that too early? Or what would you suggest is the right time to start looking for these scholarships, to start working on that?
Great question. Here's the answer. No, it's not too early, because there are some scholarships that they have out available just for the kids being young, if you will. And so I would look at your 4-year-old primarily as the right age, if you will, because in a little bit, they're going to be starting kindergarten. So if they're doing any drawing, that's amazing. You want to have scholarships there. If they can tell you in a few words and it could be anything. What does liberty mean to me? There are a lot of civic organizations out there who are very concerned about patriotism for our country. And so they will host contests where they have children saying, what does liberty mean to me? What is freedom? Those are $500 or maybe cash. It could be in the form of a bond. So no, it's not too early to start for them. And for the younger children at 1 and 2, it's never too early to get them started with public speaking. I say that because I see so many people, whether they're Black, white, Puerto Rican, whose children don't speak well. And that's probably because in this age, we're on social media, people text, it's not complete sentences, and we forget the good mechanics of English. So the earlier you can get them started writing, the earlier you can get them to just talk on a subject with whatever they know and not writing it down and being ready at a moment's notice, you are preparing a prolific orator, and that can be done at any age. So you're starting at a perfect time, and congratulations.
I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. Okay, Michelle, any other questions you have?
Not right now.
Okay, thank you so much for coming on the Kim Jacobs Show. We're glad to have you, and please make sure you subscribe and make sure you share the broadcast. Okay. Hey, O'Reilly, come back on for a second. Did you already share the broadcast?
Yes.
Well, guess what? Since you were bold and brave enough today to come on the Kim Jacobs Show, which takes a lot of guts, people for some reason will not always click that link. You're going to win a free book from Sean Hall.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm being biased, everyone, because she came on. She shared the broadcast.
And she won't be the only one. It's a book for you, and I'm still giving a book away for other people who share. Let's go.
Wait,
and
everybody does share?
Not that everybody does share. Now, don't get carried away. Don't get carried away.
Sean always put me back in my place, Hall.
And listen, while we're saying share, please show me some love on my Instagram page. If you have Instagram, I'm at All Roads Education. Go and follow me, because I do some funny little skits, but I also give information there, and I also show other receipts of proof. So it'll help you, and it'll help me too. Thank you.
Make sure you put your mailing address in the private chat, Michelle, before you jump off. Okay. Please. All right. Have a great one.
Congratulations.
All right, everybody. We're going to keep things moving again. Make sure that you all do follow Sean A. Hall right at All Roads Education. You can also go to allroadseducation.com to learn about all of the services that are offered through her scholarship programs and packages. And also, while you're subscribing, make sure you subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show, because it is our desire to bring balance to the world, one household at a time, every weekday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for all of you moms, our busy women that are out here, you're trying to figure out how to balance your life and what you can do to kind of get those missing pieces of the puzzle, that's why I'm bringing the whole balance thing to you, the solutions. And that's what Sean is here today to do, provide you with solutions that have you better balance your own life. All right. So listen, everybody, we are going to continue. Let me see any more questions coming in. Congratulations. Congratulations. Pat said, congratulations. Alabunga says, congratulations. Awesome. Oh, they're all congratulating you.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. They're like, I better win something too, don't they?
Listen,
Okay.
well, let's keep going, because today they are winners. You're getting this information at no cost to you. Hopefully, if you can't use it, you'll pass it on to somebody else.
Yes.
So if you've chronicled the information in terms of your outside activities in your events, and you keep doing that, now we get to, I'm going to say, junior high or middle school. This is the time for exploration, right? Because you don't know. Sometimes parents don't know what their kids are interested in. We've been in a pandemic for almost 3 years. So some of what I'm saying could be a little obsolete, and we're getting back to it. But prior to the pandemic, there were so many camps being hosted on the campuses of colleges where they were looking to introduce middle school students to particular industries. And so there are so many opportunities on college campuses for kids to go to camp for free, whether it's a one-day workshop, sometimes there's a full week. Yes, they give scholarships. Even if they say there's no scholarship, or if they haven't mentioned it, call, ask. Nothing beats asking, because they could say, you know what? Yeah, we'll go. And maybe you could just pay $100. There were many, many years that we sent our oldest daughter to a camp that at the time I couldn't really afford it, but they said they had a scholarship. I would apply.
Right.
Every year she got it. We made the sacrifice to drive her, stay down there a week with my mother-in-law so that she could go to the camp. Is she an engineer today? Because it was engineering camp. No, but what it did, by exposing her early, we were able to find out what she was really interested in and what she wasn't interested in. And we had time to pivot and her to move into her prospective field. So during that middle school time, that's really a great time for exploration. And there's so many people, so many companies rather, hosting free opportunities. Now that we've had the pandemic and people have realized that they can use Zoom and other platforms and be virtual, there are many opportunities that your child can attend virtually. So make sure you're researching what they have available at the college or university around you, even if it's a community college, because a lot of times their money's through community colleges. So
that's good.
Taking you through middle school. Now let's go right there to 8th grade. 8th grade, you're getting ready to make the jump into high school. What should you be doing in that key summer time frame? The biggest piece, prepping for the standardized test, whether it's the ACT or the SAT. And I know people are in the chat, they're saying, wait a minute, schools have said that they don't require the SAT or the ACT, and you're 100% correct.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask.
I know.
Before you keep going, make sure you read this question too.
I see. Okay. And we're going to come back to that.
Make sure you address it at some point. We'll address that, Melissa. Go ahead.
Haven't forgotten. You may not need the SAT or ACT to get into college, but for many scholarships that the institutions have available, you do. So I want you to think about it this way. You got into the school, but you can't pay for it. So that doesn't behoove you to do that, to just get in and not know how it's going to be paid for. So you take those tests, you prep for them early. And here's another thing. You can start taking those tests as early as possible. I just read the news the other day where there was a student, he got a 17 on the ACT first time out. Now, if he was an athlete, that's all he needed is to get a 17, which is not the highest. He got a 17 at 12, first try.
That's unbelievable.
So he's got at least 6 more years if he wanted to get that score. The highest you can get on the ACT is a 36. So he's got plenty of time. So spend that time having your kids take the actual test, not the prep test. Because I hear people say,
how young can you be? I need to ask a question. How young can you be to take, because you said 12.
Listen,
how old or young do you have to be able to take?
There's not necessarily a cap on it. They don't say, oh, you have to be this age or the other. But now understand this, that there are certain levels of preparation that you would need to have, because when you're looking at the ACT or the SAT in terms of math, the majority of the math on there is algebra 1. There is some algebra 2 as well. So to have your 5th grader who may not have been exposed to algebra at that point in time, that may not work for them. But this is really about, going back to what I said earlier, exposure. As soon as you can take the test and you've got the test environment around you, you understand what this is about, because it's not about being a genius. It's about taking all of the pieces and saying, you've got 45 minutes to answer 70 questions. Now, this is about going through and doing deductive reasoning. This is about going through and being able to just hit the box. When you and I were in school, Kim, you were dinged for missing on the SAT. Now it's not that way. So it doesn't penalize you to guess.
That's good to know.
And so make sure that you're prepping your kids as early as possible, whether it's the ACT or the SAT, so that once you hit that score, whatever that may be for you or for the colleges you're looking to attend, if they say they give a full ride, if you've got, make it up, a 375 and at least a 26 on the ACT, you're in the running for a presidential scholarship, to make a 26 or actually make a 28 be your goal in the 8th grade. You see?
That's good.
So let me answer Melissa's question, and I'm going to jump back into this. Your kid
let me go to Melissa's question.
I got it in my mind. Kid graduated high school, but he doesn't know what he wants to study. So here's the thing that I would say, Melissa. This is the summer of exploration for him. Wherever you are, they do have a community college. Don't let the summer go by and him not do anything. I would register him in community college. The courses are going to be less expensive, and I would at least have him take English 111, which is going to be your basic writing class, and perhaps the math class. Taking at least those 2 classes, they will transfer, because most colleges and universities have what we call an articulation agreement with community colleges, which is they will accept your college credits from the community college up to a certain number. For most colleges, it's 60. So take those 2 classes and he can transfer them in to the school that he wants to go to, because whatever he's going to major in, he's going to need writing. He's going to need math. The grades will not transfer, but the credit will. And that's the most important piece, having the credit. Now, if you say he doesn't know what he wants to do, there are several skills evaluation assessments available on the internet that can help kind of narrow down what you're interested in, you know? And let me put a plug here, because I hear people say it all the time. Normalize people going to trade school and not 4-year. Let me help you with that. 68% of all jobs today require some college education. College does not just mean 4-year. When we say college, we're talking about some level of education beyond high school. There are very few jobs that you can get today that you only need that high school education for. If you're going to go with Morris Jenkins, which for us here in Charlotte, they are HVAC repair, so your AC. You're going to have to go through, I think it's a 9-month certification class. And what I was told, when I talked to their people there, many of the people of color are not able to get in and become the technicians because they don't have the requisite skills in mechanics.
That's good.
Now, how could you get that information? My homeboy will hook you up all the time. His name is Google. I go right there and I type in mechanics test, you know, and they give you the information. So if that's what you want to do, go. Make sure your kid knows what are the mechanical tools that are utilized. And once you have that, hey, going to Morris Jenkins, if you work there for maybe 12 months to 15 months, you could be making as much as $45,000 to $50,000 as an 18 or 19-year-old, because there it's about sales. It's not just about maintaining the HVAC. It's always about sales. So these are the little pieces that we need to know to tell our kids. You don't have to go to a 4-year institution, but by God, you have to get some additional education beyond just high school.
That's good. Very, very, very good information. And I mean, I'm trying to keep up with all of your comments because they're flooding in. And I see that you all are sharing the broadcast. I'm trying to star some of those. So I see, let me just pop a few of these up. Alabinga says he shared. Brenda K. Johnson shared. Facebook user shared, but you got to say your name because I don't know who you are. It didn't come over. Monifa shared. Tikashana shared. Anyway, this is just great. Pat shared. Thank you all so much for sharing. And make sure, like Sean said, just share some love by going to follow her on Instagram, and make sure you all do a moment of, I see you, Genesis, all of you all that are sharing. And this is great that y'all are taking a moment to share. And one of you, or if not two, or however many Sean is giving away here, will get one of her books today as well. But take a moment too, and just go over to her Facebook page, her Instagram page, and start following her at All Roads Education. You can also go to allroadseducation.com. And so, Sean, wow,
Yeah.
I think we're talking about a good amount of stuff already. Let's see. I'm going to go here again to another proof source. Talk to us about this one. No, this you already talked about?
No.
No,
So
this is
same organization, different scholarships. And I'm glad you popped this up. This is something I want you all to be aware of because it's a new trend in scholarships. It's videos. Videos. Now, people can write well, but the videos, how well do you present? It's your camera appearance. It's you being able to articulate, right? Because we can write, but sometimes you get kids who and we missed out on the choral reading. Let me give a little tip. You're never too old to read aloud, because sometimes reading aloud, sometimes even with my own kids, I'm saying, what was that word? That's not the way that you pronounce it. So remember I talked about practice makes perfect. It doesn't. It means you're practicing the incorrect way. If you keep saying that particular word, you're saying it the wrong way. And so here, this is an opportunity for you to have your child pull down major scholarships through doing videos. Over this summer, there are scholarships that are out there and they want a video component no more than 2 minutes. And they will ask some questions like, what does legacy mean to you? Okay. Right. They may ask you a question. What does a college education how will a college education benefit you? That's your time within 2 minutes to shine. Take that time to use the video to talk about some of the things that are important to you, but always know your source. Who is this company? Make sure you do the research. Talk about some of their core values and incorporate it in your speech. And now once you've got that 2-minute video, you've got gold, because you don't have to necessarily go back and do that video again and again and again. Sometimes you can parse it and rehash that video. So with that particular student, she did an excellent video on how a scholarship would benefit her. That was a $40,000 scholarship she won. I didn't even know that it was renewable until I read down into the provisions of it. And so as long as she maintains a 3.0 every year, she has the ability to have it renewed. That's
when I say absolutely incredible, that's absolutely incredible, Sean. Let's see. I think I have one more here I want to pop up. Tell us about this.
Yeah. So this is an organization that helps Black students get into the field of STEM. And so it's called FOSSI. Every year they give out a scholarship. You can't see the fine print there, but this scholarship is worth $40,000 as well. And guess what? The young lady that I just told you about before, these are both her scholarships. So she's at school on a full ride. See, full rides come in different forms. It doesn't have to be a full ride awarded from the institution. You can work your own way to a full ride. You figure out how much do you need for college? Okay, this is a $40,000, this is a $40,000, this is a $5,000, because it all adds and stacks. And so before you know it, you got a full ride. So just working with her this year, we were able to pull in $82,000, and we're not done. We're not done.
That is awesome. That's just like literally awesome. Listen, everybody, I'm encouraging you all that if you are interested in starting your own show from scratch, I want to make sure that you know how to do that. I've been working with, you know what I'll do? I'll let Les Brown tell y'all how you can do that. You can go to kimjacobsconsulting.com, and I'm going to play this real quick as our next commercial break. And we're going to come back and hear more from the Sean Hall, and always bringing us more money. If you are a parent, always finding new ways to let your child go to school for free or reduced amount. So that no guarantees, but I can tell you my personal testimony too, which I will before the end of the broadcast. We'll be right back with Sean A. Hall. Hello, everyone. I am Kim Jacobs, the host of the Kim Jacobs Show, and you all know who's right here with me, Dr. Les Brown. How are you, Dr. Brown?
I'm blessed and highly favored. Let the record show, and thank you for honoring my doctorate.
Yes, it is an honor to have your doctorate, and I am quite excited to hear about this celebratory situation. And everyone celebrates you, and you deserve this honor.
I was very humbled by that, and Dr. Della Toro McNeil, he helped to facilitate that, and I'm very thankful to him and the organization. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time you want to give yourself a competitive edge. If you got a message, you have some knowledge or experience, a story, or if you want to do something adventurous and exciting with your life that can increase your credibility, expose you to millions of people, and that's what I do, I'm encouraging you to have your own talk show. I used to have a talk show. That one talk show catapulted me to another level. Now there are more people watching the internet, as you are aware, than television. Yes. Come on, somebody.
That's right.
Dr. Kim Jacobs, she trained people on how to have their own talk show. She will train you how to do that. And now with me working, partnering with her, now you have the combination of an audience, expansive audience. We have over 4 million people in all of our platforms, and the coaching you need to grow your business, to grow your multi-level marketing organization, to draw more attention to yourself in this noisy economy. Go ahead, Kim.
I'm gonna let it. You can look at the rest of that video by going right to the link that I put in the comment section. But make sure you visit kimjacobsconsulting.com. There is financing options available for you. And so actually I have a new student that just recently went through the finance process. And so it was smooth sailing for her. And actually lots of options opened up outside of just what's happening for the show for her. So make sure you take advantage of that. Okay. Visit kimjacobsconsulting.com. So Sean, someone else had asked a question over here, and I want to make sure that I get to it. What does your services entail? What do you provide? What can you?
I'm glad you asked, because right now the perfect time to get in and get a taste of my services is by going to my website, All Roads Education, and click on Scholarship Intensive. I've never done this before, but even coaches have to be coached. And I was attending somebody's coaching session, and what they were doing just kind of said, it spoke to me. So I am about to offer 2.5 hours of intensive coaching, giving you information for $37. $37. What? Awesome. Now look, if y'all don't jump on that, it's going to be July 17th, right? That's a Sunday. I'm going to do it from 7 to 9:30 p.m. So if you are on the West Coast, it gives you a little bit of time. I haven't chopped into your full afternoon, but from 7 to 9:30, I'm going to drop it like it's hot, dropping all information for you. Why? Because I want to be able to give back. I know that there are people who can't fully dive into everything it is that I offer, but nonetheless, because I've been given so much over the years, I want to make sure that I can do that for other people. So no, it's not totally free. Got to get a little bit of something for my time, but $37.99, that probably will never happen again. Well, that's not true. I'll do it again in August, but we'll see how July goes first.
What's the date again? July 17th?
July 17th.
At what time?
17th. It's going to be from 7 to 9:30. And so what'll happen is once people purchase their ticket, then I will release information to you of how to access the session. It is going to be on Zoom. So I will have that.
Where can people purchase the tickets?
Go to allroadseducation.com and then click on Scholarship Intensive. You can purchase right there, purchase right through PayPal. Now, make sure you fill it out completely, because I can't get to you if you don't give me your email and if you don't have your name, right? I've got to be able to email you and give you your access code.
Scholarship Intensive.
Scholarship Intensive. I'm going to be talking about many of the things that I've talked about here, Kim, but more for $37.99. Now, I need you to know this, right? Tricks of the trade. I'm giving some things away for $37.99, but what I'm giving you for free is not even the full measure of what you get when you pay to work with me. And so to answer the young lady's question of what do my services entail, I'm giving you workshop opportunities for those of you who have churches and you want to book someone to come in and talk to all of your youth at one time. But then I also do one-on-one. So I do the planning with you. We develop a roadmap, whether that's in middle school to kind of get your kids started to say, what should you be looking at? Because I'm working as an independent guidance counselor, letting you be in charge. I want to let you know a little bit of something, just in case people don't know. Your guidance counselors at your schools are amazing resources, but the ratio for guidance counselors from a national statistic, which is really from the National Association of Guidance Counselors, it's 425 students for every one guidance counselor. Wow. And the time I've spent talking on your show, Kim, is more than any parent or kid will get in 4 years.
Period.
In 4 years.
Exclamation point, y'all. What Sean is sharing here is not something that people will give out just for free like this. No. So I can tell you, and it's going to help you and your children. Somebody said, hey, have you ever done scholarships or seen scholarships that are for parent and child when both are attending college?
No, there are no 2-for-1 scholarships. Like I'm giving a scholarship to a parent and a child because you're both in college. No, but there are scholarships for parents who are in college. There are scholarships for kids, regardless of if their parents are in college. I will say this, it may be a little bit more challenging to get scholarships if you're trying to go back to school as an older adult, but it's not impossible. It's just that the money is not as free flowing. But here's a tip that I want to give you. Yeah. If you're an older parent, if you're an older student, you're a more seasoned professional and you're looking to go back to school, meaning you're wanting to go, not finish up a degree that you started, but you want to go get your master's. Before you settle on a school, research. And here's why I'm saying that. Many colleges and universities, I'll use NYU, for example, if you wanted to go back and get a master's in social work there, if they accept you, they'll pay for you. If they accept you, they'll pay for you. So before you get your mind fixed on a college, look and see what they offer, because there are many schools that if you're a grad student there, they'll either offer you a teaching fellow, which if they're offering a teaching fellowship, they're paying for the tuition. Now, if you got to stay on campus, they may find a way to work that through. But the biggest piece is they're knocking out the tuition for you. So I hope that that's a tip for those of you who are looking to go back and get a master's degree or a PhD. If they accept you into a doctoral program, many of them will pay you for it. Not everyone, but it will behoove you before you lock into UCLA because it's my dream school. Let the dream not be the school, but be the degree. Okay?
That's
getting
good.
the degree, not the school itself.
Okay. And people want to also know how to purchase your book. How can we purchase Lady Hall? Now you Lady Hall, see?
Oh, Lord.
Lady Hall's book.
Listen, visit me at Instagram and click on that link there. And when you click on that link, it has all of my services, but drop down and it has the book and you can purchase it and I will mail it out directly. If you go on my website, you can still purchase the book, but it's mailed out from the publisher. It takes a little bit longer. Okay. So
all right, everybody. Listen, Andrea said, I just signed up for the scholarship intensive and I'm looking forward to learning more. We just put you in the drawing too, Andrea, just so you know. Let's see. Somebody else said, hey, I'm okay. Genesis said, I'm signing up. Thanks.
Come on. Bring one.
Bless you. Bless you. And also, I think I saw Bishop Amir May. Yes. Bishop Amir May Sr. and Lady Kenya May. They are over the Dubai jurisdiction. Yes. And the Church of God in Christ is a new jurisdiction, and he has been appointed to be the bishop there. They just gave out as a jurisdiction, it was 4 scholarships and $500 each to deserving students in the community. That was awesome.
And let me pause there. That's a great source. Churches give away money. Now, the great thing about Bishop May, he didn't make you be a member of his church to get the scholarship.
No.
For some places you have to be, and that's not bad. You know, membership has its privileges, but sometimes just being a part of the body of Christ, regardless of what branch, has its privileges. So check into church, or I would say faith-based organizations, to see what opportunities they have available as well.
Yes. And make sure you follow Bishop Amir May and Lady Kenya May in the Dubai jurisdiction, because they're going to be doing some upcoming scholarships for giving some students the opportunity to have all expense paid experience in Dubai.
I think I need to go back to school to see if I can be in that.
You better make sure you don't miss that mark. Okay.
Don't miss it.
Okay. So actually, somebody actually said, hey, where do I get Kim's book? Okay. You can also get the books that I have at kimjacobshow.com as well. And you'll get Extreme Balance Makeover, Rise Up Women That Lead Building Legacy. There's some good books over there. So go check it out. All right. So I think that we've covered, Sean, as much as we can in this hour. I do want to share one quick testimony and then give you the final closing comments. I personally have subjected myself to Sean's leadership with All Roads Education, and I entrust my children to her leadership. Everything that she instructs them to do, I tell them, do what she is saying. Do not question it, just do what she's saying. And one of my sons just recently received over $20,000 in scholarship funds as a result of listening to the founder of All Roads Education, Sean A. Hall. So she always comes through, and she is very wise in her feedback that she's giving our children, the direction that she's given them. So I want to say thank you, Sean, so much.
You're welcome. And thank you for trusting your children to me.
I do trust you, and I trust you, period, any exclamation point. But the point is, with this particular child, for the child to receive over $20,000, and every time you tell him something to do, guess what? He's right there like it's a full-time job, doing the assignment, turning it in, doing the video. I'm like,
yes.
I didn't even know you were that motivated until you found out about these scholarships.
Money will motivate you.
So, Sean, what's some of your closing comments?
Let your experiences pay you. Okay, parents, I want to be as authentic as I possibly can be. As a mother of 4 who told my kids, I don't have it, not trying to have it for you to go to school because you're too brilliant to be broke going to school. You're too brilliant for that. And I know I'm not the only parent. Make those experiences pay you. Your kids having 4.0 GPAs. Perhaps some of them have been sick. Perhaps you've been homeless. Perhaps you and your family, you have gone through some experiences that no one would ever know about. Let those things show up in the essays. Let those things in terms of how you've turned adversity around. Let that be your walkout story and watch it pay. Watch it pay off for you, because I believe that God does not allow any experience to be wasted. I truly believe it. In my life, he has been the master recycler. Things that I thought, I'm done with that, I'm never going to use it. And here I am using it. So I want to say that to all parents to be encouraged, and then encourage your kids. Get off the Nintendo. If you're going to be on your phone, it's a whole computer. Let's go and get this money. Let's not play one game. Every day, somebody is getting scholarship money. Why not you?
That's good. Every day somebody's getting scholarship money. Why not you? I'm thoroughly impressed with everything that you're doing, and I'm glad that each of you tuned in today. We do need to pick a winner right quick. Somebody said, "Hey, I see you, Kojic. I see you," and then Dennis said, "Yes." And Andrea said, "I'm a parent of 7." So, so I think Andrea's going to already signed up for your training.
Thank you.
Let me put this book back up here one more time, because I want you all to go and get Sean Hall's book. If you don't do anything else today, get the book that she has that's available. Get it from her so she can autograph it and send it to you. And let me put that up. Let me put that up there for you. All right. Prepare now. Don't pay later. And you can go to All Roads. I'm going to pop that up. allroadseducation.com to get your copy of the book. Or you can also go to Amazon. All right, Sean, let's pick a winner. And I am going to show you. I tried to star some of the comments over here. Let's see how effective I am. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Okay. All your comments. And I see y'all saying you shared. Everybody trying to share now. Like,
y'all trying to share now.
So I'm just going to pick a letter. Just pick a letter. And I'm just
pick a letter.
Yeah.
A to Z.
Mm-hmm. Pick one.
Oh, I have it. I got it.
Go ahead.
Z.
Z?
Z.
Oh, okay. Come on. Why would you pick Z, Sean? You don't even know anybody's name have Z. I don't see anybody's name that have Z in it. Why would you pick that letter?
Okay, let me go again.
Wait, does anybody's letter have Z in it? What in the world? You're making it difficult for me.
Okay. I'm going to go again. You ready?
Yeah.
B.
All right. Let's see. Anybody name, first of all, I see all of the people that shared. Anybody's name start with a B. Let's see. I see all of you that shared. I see Okay, hey, there, you're the winner, Brenda.
Brenda K.
Brenda
All right, let's go
K.
again.
Johnson. You're the winner. Your first name begins with B, and that's the best way I could think to do it.
Okay, we're gonna do one more. And the letter is L.
Okay, Brenda, make sure that you some kind of way send me an inbox or Sean Hall. You know what? You can go right to allroadseducation.com. And is there a way?
Send me a message and give me your address and I'll mail it out.
Okay. And you said what was the other letter?
L.
L.
Oh, go back. L. Doesn't have to start with it. It could be Lockhart. I see you.
Where do you see Lockhart?
Oh,
okay, because I'm like, I have my glasses. I got my new glasses.
It's Monifa Lockhart. The last one is L. So we'll take Monifa.
Okay, there you go. Monifa Lockhart. You win the second book with L being at the beginning of your last name. All right.
So she needs to go to All Roads Education on IG. Hit me with a DM with your name and your address. You'll get your book. We've got Michelle O'Reilly. She's getting a book. Kim, thank you for hosting such a wonderful platform where people can be informed and be changed. This is amazing. This is free. This is a top quality production. I haven't been on the show in a while. I was sitting back like, wait a minute. So y'all, she's not going to be here all the time. So get ready to follow her when she's getting her own TV show. I said that. Watch it come to pass. Follow her. Continue to join in what she's doing. If you want to have your own show, she's the perfect person. She's had hundreds of people go through her training and start their own shows. And you heard the man himself, Dr. Les Brown, endorse her. He don't endorse everybody. So y'all get your coins up and get your show.
Get your coins.
Okay? Get your coins up.
All right, everybody. Listen, throughout the day's broadcast, I've been scrolling, sharing with you how you can support the Kim Jacobs Show as well, just so we can keep this type of original programming coming your way. So make sure you do that. Okay, we've had a wonderful time with my bestie, Sean A. Hall, and you have brought significant value to the program today. You can come back anytime you want. You already know that. You can just say, Kim, I'm coming on today, and I don't care who's on. You can come on. You got it like that. Sean, just, afterglow. You afterglow. Always glowing. All kind of good stuff about you over there. All right, everybody. Listen, make sure you all stay connected with Sean Hall at All Roads Education, and she'll be happy to have you learn more for 2.5-hour intensive program on July 17th from 7 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For only $37.99. She's going to pour her soul out to you. So make sure you're in attendance, especially if you have children that can benefit from scholarships. And go reserve that today, right away, okay? All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you, Sean, for showing up. And I appreciate and love you. I'll see you soon because I think we're meeting for lunch, okay? All right. Have a great day,
Bye,
everybody. Tune in tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. Thank you, Dr. Les Brown, for letting us be on your platform as well. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of the Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Kim Jacobs Show.